Welcome! This is the monthly Volante Next Gen update, May edition. The last update was very technical. For this update, we've got some new screens to show. Let's get started. As we normally do, we start by comparing our progress against the plan. At the end of May, we should be right here. Since we did the bulk of the work on discounts and taxes, last update, so we moved forward and started to create the infrastructure for the production environment, as well as start end-to-end testing to find gaps to prepare for the live installation. If all goes according to plan, the new system will finally be installed within the next few months. Here's quickly what's on the agenda. Ontario taxes. It is probably the most difficult tax to handle in the world. Many have asked after last video if the new system will support Ontario taxes. Last month, no, but this month, yes. We will explain how it works later. For those looking for visual improvements, we've got 3 new screens to show off this month. A new look view shift transactions. We've shown the functionalities last month. We think the revised look is much more pleasing to the eye. We've also changed how the user home screen looks and operates. Instead of entering your code many times like before, you only need to log in once. We've also newly designed a data sync screen. And for infrastructure, we've added new support for Ubuntu. Ubuntu has much better support and drivers for client terminals. A special thanks to Mohan for helping make this happen. We've also created a nifty new install program that makes it quick and easy to install the new product. And finally, we have created a live production Mongo database for the terminal to sync to and for our new reporting. We'll give you a brief overview. Ontario taxes. On one hand, it has been a big headache for us, but on the other, it has limited competition because not every system can support it. We have simplified how Ontario taxes are handled and set up. New in the system are tax rules. These tax rules are triggered when a special requirement is met. Each item can be assigned to one or many tax rules. Let me show you how this works. The first rule we set up is the $4 food exemption rule. In Ontario, if food items are under $4, then the tax percentage changed from 13% to 5% because the PST is exempted. This is how we would set it up. The second rule we need to set up is the baked goods tax rule. This federal tax states that when you buy 6 or more baked goods like donuts or muffins, the tax is exempt. The third and final rule that we need to set up is the convert rule. This is for a famously impossible to handle pop tax. A pop by itself is a retail item, but when it's combined with a food item, it becomes a meal and the $4 food exemption rule applies. After the rules are created, we now just have to add the tax rules to the items that it applies to. All food items will now have the $4 food exemption rule. And any pot related items will now need to link to the created pot meal convert rule. And finally, all the baked good items such as donuts and muffins will need the baked good tax rule as well as the $4 exempt rule. So now everything is set up, let's try the taxes in the POS. If we order a food item, you see PST is now exempted. If we add another item and it's over $4, the full 13% applies. Now let's order a pop. Because it's a retail item, the full 13% apply. But if we order a food item with it, the taxes get changed to 5% because it's under $4. Now if we make the entire bill over $4, no rules apply. So the full 13% is charged. Something tricky is when we order 2 pops. If we order 2 pops, it's still under $4, but the full 13% apply because it doesn't convert into a meal. And finally, let's try the baked goods rule. If we order 5 donuts, you see there is a full 13% tax. But if we add 1 more and make it 6, all the tax becomes exempt. If we add 1 more and make it 7, it's still over 6, the taxes are still exempt. And if we add a pop, only a drink has tax, while the baked goods is exempt. We've added multiple ways for the user to go where they want. Entering their code will bring them to their home screen. However, if they want to go elsewhere, take a look at the quick tabs on the right. It will get you quickly there. Let's enter the user code. This brings you directly to the home screen. And here it is. We hope you like the look. The advantage of this is that the user is now logged in and they won't need to enter their user ID anymore to get where they want until they log out. Right on the main section of the screen are the user's most commonly used functions: clock in, clock out, shift out, and printing their shift reports. Also from here, they can choose where to go. Right now we only have cashier, but in the future, tables, tabs, drive-thru, and all the options will be there. And from this icon, the user can configure their profile. Right now they can select where to go when they swipe their card. In the future, we will also support right-handed or left-handed configurations. There are a list of tabs on the left-hand side that will bring you quickly to the popular functions. That include the second one, View Shift Transactions. We have refreshed the look and made it more appealing to use. The list of options include searching for a trans ID. Next to it, you can select View All Transactions or pick a specific user to filter. Next to it, there is a place to select the date that you want, and from Special Request by Juan, you can now view open or closed transactions. For those hard to find transactions, go to the Advanced Filters. From here, you can filter by payment type, start end terminal, as well as table type. And on the receipt panel, we've made all the popular functions quick, easy, and intuitive to access. We have audit details, voiding and reversing a transaction, print, as well as reopening a transaction. The next tab down is Open Transactions. This is your transaction checker. The user goes here to make sure that there are no open tables before they shift out. You can access this from the View Shift Transactions, but because it's often needed, a direct button makes it easier. Below Open Transactions is Cash Drawer and Float Management. And finally, the admin options. In the future, it will only show the options that you are able to see, so it's less confusing to the user. On this screen, you can access the Sync Status Manager. This is another screen we have redesigned. It's a little bit more clean and easy to use. The functionality is the same. You can sync setup, sync transactions, and repair sync if there's a problem. So when the user's done what they need to do, log out so it's ready for the next person. Our next-gen software will officially support both CentOS and Ubuntu. We've been talking about switching over to Ubuntu for a long time because it has much better overall support and drivers for client machines, whereas CentOS is more geared towards servers. Also, Red Hat announced it's sunsetting CentOS, so it will be no more. As you see here, Mohan has created a Ubuntu image for us. And from here, we are going to load the Volante next-gen software with our scripts. You will see how easy it is to install. The first thing to do is to use wget to get the install package. Once downloaded, unzip the file. Everything will be in the install VE directory. Go into the directory and then run the setup program. The setup program will give you a user-friendly menu. At the top is some useful information such as the OS version, where you are going to install, and the current version you've selected to install. If you would like to select another version, select menu choice 1. From there you can select a different version. By default, it will select the latest version for your operating system. Once you are happy with the version you have selected, select menu choice 2. This will download all the programs that you need for the installation. Steps 3 through 11 will install the programs that you've downloaded. You can choose to do it one by one and view the progress as you go. But for speed, we've created menu choice 12, which is to automatically run steps 3 to 11. Let us run that now. Install Java first, then Tomcat, then Mongo, then Mongo Compass, then Nginx, then Chromium, then Firefox, And finally, the Volante point of sale. The installation is complete. We're ready to start the point of sale. There is a script in the Volante POS home directory. You must run it as vUser. And voila! The terminal is ready for initialization. We've set up our new Mongo database production server. We are using MongoDB Atlas product hosted on Google Cloud. We've selected MongoDB because it scales up well. All our next-gen transactional data will be stored on this database, so we expect it to grow huge. To start, we've set up the database as a replicated set, meaning there are 3 databases mirroring each other. Even if 2 were to fail, the system will still be available. Furthermore, the 3 working together share their work, so it helps get data faster. One other thing noteworthy is that each customer will own their own sub-database. This helps with ensuring that our customers are not sharing any sensitive data while maintaining only one infrastructure for efficiency and easy administration. Let's take a quick peek at our running production database. We use our Volante account to log in. This will help improve security. You see, Atlas provides a tool to ensure that the database is monitored at all times. You can see from here our 3 databases running and its statistics. If any problems were to occur, we've set up alerts to notify the team immediately. Apart from the database being replicated, the database is also backed up each day for disaster recovery. Knock on wood, we hope we never need to use. That concludes our May update. We hope you enjoyed the video. Again, the entire system is online and available for you to try. You can log in using the credentials shown on the screen. Our next update is at the end of June. From the entire team, thank you for watching.